Now, due to popular demand, I am back with some more WARNO replay commentaries, and this is a community game that I have organized on the Discord. Now, if you want to be part of these games, just join the Discord down below. It is linked down below. And whenever you want to get a game, there's an appropriate channel where you can like tag the group WARNO LFG, looking for a game. And then whoever might also be part of that group might be immediately up for a game or two. And otherwise, we hold regular community matches in the weekends. At least we try to. It's still a little bit difficult sometimes because of time zones and all that. But anyways, today we are playing as the 79th guard on a 4 versus 4 together with Silveraptor, who has his own YouTube channel, so go check him out. Fishy and also Georgie. Now we have Fishy on the left side with the 39th. We have Georgie playing over here with the 35th guard. Silver is playing over here with the 4th Machutsen, and he also has the responsibility of holding this right side, basically just to recon it. And what I'm trying to do with a battle group that unfortunately did not have any recon infantry in it is to go for the middle with my armor. And we're going to be up against the American armor, QW. And we got Sweet, Dirty, Sim, and Pito spreading out across the other zones here. So it's going to be quite a challenge. So let's just speed forward and see what this game has in store for us. Now Silver starts off with a MiG-21 Biz. Now it is one of his, he's quite an inexperienced player. So I can definitely see some wargame strategies right off the bat here with opening planes. But it does work. It's good for also identifying enemy helicopters by actually spotting them. So it is definitely a good way to do it. Now if you look at the unit composition, Silver is also trying to push really hard into this zone. And he'll be up against Pito, who's playing as a UK or USA mechanized, the 8th Infantry. Really strong battle group. It's really good. The only thing you lack is IFEs. Now the Tow Cobra is put down to almost half HP, but the MiG gets shot down. If you want to do like helicopter engagements, or if you want to take down helicopters with planes, try to go for a seaplane with a 30mm autocannon. Here we go, Silver. Definitely trying to push a little bit too far here. Gets cut off by LRS. Luckily these guys don't have RPGs. So the SPG teams together with the Metis teams can push up a little bit further. That is going to be a hard time. Now over here the Tow Cobra gets engaged by the Igla teams here. Gets shot down. Really well positioning with the Iglas here. Unfortunately, the Kaio is just out of range for these guys, I believe. Is it? Nope, they are not. I'm not quite sure why they can't fire at him, probably because he's just hidden. Now, over on the left side here, Fishy has the 39th going forward. Quite a lot of Resvetka recon teams. A couple of SPG squads moving up in the back. Eagle comes in from QW, almost takes out the SU-25. Quite a bit of a problem. And there's another slow plane. We got an A-10 coming in. That is a scary target. Now over on the middle, I have 2 of these T-80UDs, 320 point tanks. Really good front armor. I'm just lining up my Cubs here, AA. We got mortars going in as well. And we got a couple of supply trucks coming in. The main battle though is over here. Got a couple of Afghanzis coming in to try to do as much damage to these helicopters as we can. It's working to really scare them off, and that is already a big plus. Yeah, really well done by Georgie here. These Afghanzis are non-radar, cost 60 points. Perfect for, doing... It actually does quite a lot of damage, but most importantly it panics aircraft. Now over here we got a Nighthawk coming in. 0 ECM, so that is going to be shot down quite easily. He just has really good stealth. Oh no, the Strela got doinked by the light rifles with the M67 recoilless gun. T-80BV down to 6 HP. Not having the best time of his life. And over here, the lack of my recon is apparent. I did not have recon infantry in this battle group yet after the update. So I kind of forgot to update it. But we got BRM recon just building up. And what I'm doing right now is to smoke off these buildings so I can perhaps help here with my armored vehicles. So I'm just moving back my T-80s. just to get him out of the ATGM range. That was a misclick. And then I'm moving him towards the right side to try to engage these M1A1s. Speaking of engaging it, Georgie's Conkers are going for him, getting a really nice side shot on him. Almost finishing him off with a second one. These Conkers teams are really strong. 20 AP on those. And funny enough, 2 fired and 1 hit, which is exactly what the accuracy says it should do. That's kind of a nice little coincidence there. Yeah, big ol' battle on the left side. Sapri's having a hard time against a lot of these Berlin Right rifles, so he's playing as... Is that the... yeah, Berlin Command, yeah. Berlin Command, quite interesting, but I just don't... I haven't tried them out yet. Or at least not that much. You just get a little bit of everything. Doesn't feel like too specialized. It's just a collection of pretty much every battle group you can think of. Now over here the smoke was put down, but the Abrams managed to retreat. Got a Kaio over there that was shot down by the manpads. So at this point I also call in a T80 UK command, or BVK command. Yeah, at this point Silver is kind of freaking out because most of his forces are dead. But the thing is, you just gotta stay calm and set up a good secondary defensive position. And then build up from there. On the left side, 2 Harriers coming in. Unfortunately, all the Cubs are missing everything, except for that one. Which was quite unfortunate. Did the Strela finish off the second one? Yes, it did. So that's 2 Harriers down. But yeah, the Cubs definitely did not have a good time there. Now, as you can see, quite a lot of Bradleys on this side. Especially with those TOW2s, they are not something you want to fight against. Luckily, we take out one of them quite easily. But we are out of smoke on this one. So I quickly fire another ATGM. And fall back with this one. While we have the other ones move up in case we want to engage it. But that is just a little bit too far. If he has ATGMs in these buildings, we're going to be in trouble. Now speaking of ATGMs, we call in some Conkers into these buildings here. To keep a nice overwatch over that area. One thing I like about Fishy's gameplay style is he has a nice combination of units. With me it's usually like really specialized and specific, but he just kind of has a little bit of everything. That's how I want to play as well. And you'll see in a minute, like this will be completely full of all of his units, basically. Now over here is another moment where you can definitely use smoke to isolate enemy units. If you smoke off these 2 Abrams, these air rifles will have no help, and they'll be easily taken care of. So I do signal for that could be a good strategy. So I move my mortars up as well in case I can help out. But with that said, Georgie is investing a little bit more in that. Nice little bombing run on the M1A1 there, or M1 Abrams. Putting it down quite low in morale. So that alone is a pretty good deal there. MI8 Recon getting shot at by some Stinger teams. Sapri here back on full HP. Going through the fire. These guys do not care. Here we go, we got T62 MVs, 12 front armor, and they got 80 gems on them. Not a bad tank. Not a bad tank at all. Let's see what our smoke is doing. So we're creating a line here, basically, for our tanks to get a little bit closer, not get engaged by 80 gems. And so that we're in cannon range of anything that does try to fire at us with 80 gems. SU-25 coming in, destroying the M1A1. Ooh, destroying 2 tanks, putting the third one to half HP. Very nice. That was a successful SU-25 strike. I'm not quite sure which one of us used that. Georgie moving in the BMP2s to try to take out the infantry here. Unfortunately, the Abrams have a good line of sight on them. Yeah, the Conkers here could have probably moved up a little bit, but it's good to, you know, save them and not use them too risky. Now over here, I'm trying to support a little bit by getting these Metis teams into these buildings here, which would have dealt a lot of damage. So that is the plan right now. But I think because of our lack of action in the middle, QW is now trying to support over on this flank. That is also something that people should remember. If you're not pushing, you better help somewhere else. So that is what I'm also trying to do here. ATGM taking out the M15A1. No, M151A2. Recon unit with a 50 cal on it. So this Congress did a pretty good job of holding that line. Now on the left side, Fishy continues his push. He's got a UAZ with the recoilless gun on it, doing a nice amount of stunning damage on these guys. Really cost effective, 25 point transports with a KPVT on it and PKTs. And then heavier guns in the back. Now that is a big concentration of AA, 2 Cubs and Estrella. Plenty of supplies coming up to the front line. Very nice supply situation going on there. Yeah, unfortunately here the Metis team gets cut off by the Abrams. We do get a nice shot off with the Conquerors on them. But unfortunately our plan to move up before all of this peaked out, that kind of failed. But now we got a little bit of smoke going on here. Abrams is getting hit by the Conquerors over and over again. Second one being called out. Let's see if it is successful. Very nice shot on him, and he's routed. And third one... Ooh, third one misses. Does he finish the job with this guy? Nope, he goes for that other one. Very nicely done, Georgie. If you're watching, that was a good move there. Well, the Modestrelakis made it in there, but there's 10 Rangers, which are Special Forces and Shock, versus my basic Modestrelaki units. So they're not going to have a great time. I'm still building up over here. We got some more BMPs coming up to help on the right side. And basically, I'm also getting up some artillery, some more supplies to keep the fight going there. Now meanwhile, Silver Raptor is doing a pretty good job here. Nice combination of units, so BMPs, supplies, autocannon units, special forces, recon as well, which is unfortunately getting shot down. But he sniped a command with the MiG-23. That was a curveball and a half right there. That missile just went straight down. F-16 coming in. Is the Cup going to save the day? One good hit on him. And the Shilka is going to finish that off, most likely, right? Come on, brother. Ooh, very nice. That was... Man. That was like reaching up to the sky to try to touch that that plane. The MP2 going through the parking lot here. Not landing a single shot on him, unfortunately, but the second burst takes it out. And we got Modestrelakis unloading here to try to take this over. Now the Conquerors are in a good position. One of the squads got taken out, but this guy is still up and running. Let's see if he's going to hit something. Nope, that's a miss. Yeah, those 3 tanks are being a little bit of a problem right there. And unfortunately, they're now targeting the Conquerors, so that's going to go bye-bye. Yep. Quite painful. Now on the left, we got Fishy just expanding on his army and doing a really good job at it. He's got nice recon that spots everything here. He's got a good amount of AA spreading out. Nice amount of supplies as well, which I really love seeing. And a good collection of tanks. Really nice playstyle. And I'm kind of just probing over here. It's really difficult to push in these open fields when you're fighting units that have really good ATGMs. So if you do a push like that, you gotta make it happen. Now, decent bombing run on that tank. M1 Abrams destroyed with it. Very nice. It's looking a little bit hairy right now. 2 M1A1s and a base M1 Abrams. Not the best odds ever. But let's see how this pans out. We got SPGs over here. Doing a good amount of damage on these tanks, that's for sure. Let's see how they do. That's a miss. Ooh, this M1 Abrams is almost gone. ATGM. Oh, nice. ATGM from this Conquerors. This Conquerors being clutch over there. Now at this point we smoke off those defensive positions that the enemy has. We have our Conquerors moving in. But this guy is good with his micro, so we better just watch out. And once again, I did not have any recon infantry in here, so that kind of hurts us quite badly. I do have BRDM2 recon units, but the stealth isn't the best and they just get spotted really easily, so I do call in for some recon support, and Georgie is fortunately here to help us, so he's moving up his sniper team there. Really nice SPG shots here on this M1A1. And the funny thing is, or the amazing thing is, George is relatively new to the game and he's doing really good. But that is also what these games are for, is to help people enjoy the game, but also to get better at it. And sometimes they go hand in hand. Now over here, we have just decided to push in a little bit. This Bradley there is going to snipe our BRDM. We got an M1A1 HA Abrams, a beast of a tank. There's actually 2 of those that are popping out. And with that, it is a little bit too much. So we decide to pull back here and let the Conquerors do some damage. Yeah, I should have definitely kept him in the house. That was a bit of a mistake. But I just wanted to move them up in case they didn't have a line of sight on it, which actually they don't. If they're in this house, there's a little bit of area there where they can't fire, and they can't see far into that forest either. So we got a Conquerors on the left side. Is that going to get a nice side shot on them? Yes, it did. Did that not destroy it? It didn't. Wow, that is lucky as hell. Now with that though, I am deciding to move in because my tanks are now fully healed. It heals about 1 HP every 2 seconds. Got another ATGM. That misses. My god, dude. T80 PVK here though. Firing at the scouts, not at the tank over there. But here we go. Oh, another M1A1 is spotted. Tank's opening up. And there is... I don't think we took it out, actually. Yeah, no, he's still alive. He's on like 1 HP or something. But we're slowly, you know... We're slowly doing some more damage. Now at this stage we have 2 more T80s coming up, T80Us. And our Cub is slowly moving up as well. Setting up a good defensive position there. M1A1 peeks out once again, engine destroyed, and with that ATGM hit, there goes that M1A1. Really nice shot with the T80s. And with that I smoke because I see a slow moving airplane, and if it's a slow moving airplane, it's either an A-10 or an Su-25. There's no other way. Or a Harrier, but a Harrier is still pretty fast. So with that, I have now 3 positions with smoke where I can move in for cover. This M1A1 that is on low cohesion peeks out once again, probably getting repaired real quickly there. That is a lot of ATGMs now, so that is a problem. Not great. Not great, not terrible. So we're just gonna fall back with this group and send out the other group. Manpad there takes out our MIA to recon. And we are once again blind in the field here. 2 TADUs are engaging this M1A1, doing a good amount of damage on him. 3 HP gone. Hitting him nicely. Conquerors is going to finish the job, hopefully, but nope, he misses. Because he's dead. M1A1 is routed. Let's see if these ATGMs finish it. Doesn't look like it. But another shot takes it out. Very nice. Now the Apache over here is a little bit of a problem, but he's just out of range of the Cub. And if I move it out, I'm gonna get sniped. Now on the left side here, Fishy is doing really nice with his T62s. 16 AP on those bad boys. That is gonna do a lot of damage. And that is what I like about WARNO. Even light tanks are valuable at long range. And that is looking like a ton of fun too. Now in the middle, I am once again pushing forward. My tanks have their smoke canisters refilled, so I can basically get quite close and then set up a line of smoke if I want to. We get a nasty hit from that M1A1 there, but we do land another hit ourselves. There goes the supply truck there. And in general, we got a nice situation going on here. The only thing is, Apaches. Apache is being a little bit of a problem. And since we don't have good recon, we fall back a little bit. But now that we have our MI8s here again, we are moving in. M1A1 took a nasty hit, down to 5 HP. MI8 is getting engaged by manpads, so there goes our eyes again. But this guy needs to go. Unfortunately, we lose line of sight, and the T80UD here gets hit not just twice, nope, only twice by ATGMs. Luckily though, we spot the manpads, and we take that out quite nicely. That leaves us with one MI8 and the Snape Parry recon there, the Katy Perry recons. T80's just charging the M1A1 and finally taking it out. Bradley gets a front hit, but at max range you actually survive, which is amazing. BMP-2s are out on the front line. We got another slow moving airplane coming in, guaranteed to be an A-10. So I quickly fall back here. But our T-80 is on 1 HP. Luckily though, we have a good AA net that stuns the A-10 just enough for it to fall back. And with that we are going to fall back with our own units. You don't want to risk too much. Now on the left side here, Fishy has taken over the entire zone. Once again, a nice collection of units. Good amount of AA as well. And his infantry is just holding on. Now on the right side, Silver is doing pretty good at pushing back Pito in the zone. You just gotta be nice and slow and just play it nice and steadily. Now over here, we have BMP-2s. Unfortunately a little bit too close, so they are going to get engaged by the Abrams once they're in cannon range. Luckily though, we have Conkers from Georgie that is still doing amazingly. I quickly fall back with the BMPs to get to maximum distance. Another nice Conkers hit takes out that M1 Abrams. And now we have a new push happening here. Fresh ATGM strike. Beautiful side shot from Georgie once again. Takes out 2 Abrams in 10 seconds. Unfortunately, we lose track on that. But Georgie once again with this Conkers. Man, this guy just worked overtime. Insane. Now on the left side, the battle still rages. The enemy has multiple command units over here. This M1 IP Abrams is now dead. But there's another command somewhere over here. Probably in this tree line here, actually. That would be my guess. Yeah, which MLRS is this? Oh, it's the Oregon. Yeah, Oregon is really good, guys. If you're playing as the 39th, definitely get those guys in there. Because they are really, really accurate. And deal an insane amount of damage. Enemy command here spotted by Silver. Heated battle, no pun intended. Between Pito and Silver. Silver doing a really nice job here. Using Panzerjägers, which is big respect. 12 RPGs with 20 AP. If you're up against an M1 Abrams, that is the way to do it. But unfortunately it gets stunned by the Tow Cobra. Now over here I am building up a line of BMPs because I need to just push into this zone. Not because we, you know, we're behind on points or anything, but I just need to. So I'm lining up the BMPs in a line like this. Then my tanks are going to follow or charge just behind my infantry. I'm going with Soviet doctrine here. Infantry is leading and tanks will be in the back of it. Meanwhile, NATO doctrine is basically infantry is guarded by the armored vehicles, whereas the Soviet one is infantry guards the armored vehicles. Which is literally the complete opposite. So we got a nice line of ATGMs happening here. Bradley gets doinked by, I'm guessing, T64 here? Or T80BV? Oh, we got 3 Strelos going in for that Apache. If there's one thing that Fishy hates, it's Apaches. Here we go, we're just setting up our forces, getting them nicely repaired and refueled. Georgie's still holding valiantly over here, doing a really good job. And we got Silver firing a Smirch, which I don't really see happen that often. I just want to go into neutral mode. Okay, there's no armor there, so that's kind of not going to do much. Now Cluster does do some damage to infantry, but it'll mainly stun them. Got a triple stack of tanks moving in there, T80 BVs. That Apache is still holding that corner. My god, that is so much AA. That is nuts. Yeah, I kind of felt bad this game because I didn't have infantry recon. I could have done much more here. I would have moved them up across this tree line here, over there, probably over here as well. And I could have spotted all that stuff and ATGM'd them. But due to the update, it kind of reset my recon tab, and I did not have recon infantry. I only had MI8 or BRDM recon. Now one thing that is also important on this map is the right flank, and I kind of wish there was another conquest zone here. So that this could be used on like perhaps a 10v10, or it could even be a nice 5v5 map if they ever made 5v5 multiplayer matches. Because there's such a big space here. Let's see how the F-16 does. Well, barely does anything. Didn't even tickle them. Oh, that is a huge group of American units right there. Nice use of smoke here by Georgie. And this is what I mean. He's learning a lot from one game. Because right now he's doing a ton of damage to all that infantry over there. Now at this point, the Soviet doctrine is initiated. Modestrelki is leading the charge, spotting the M1A1s. EMPs in the back, and then my heavy units even a little bit further back. And here we go. And so it begins. That is awesome. It didn't even do much damage. Literally 1 HP from all that. There we go, 2 HP there. Yeah, the HA is super armored. 20 front armor, 21 AP. That gonna hurt. Now that Apache over there is a little bit of a problem, but luckily we have manpads that are also close. We have Cubs. Luckily the Cub is full. But with the amount of Apaches, definitely a little bit of a problem. MiG-23 coming in again, getting a top attack. Man, I gotta use those. Super accurate. Oh, there goes the M1A1. Incendiary damage on his engine, getting conkers to smithereens. And there goes that Abrams. Man, this just feels good. Is it a good strategy? Absolutely not. We are also kind of getting hellfired here. Being a little bit of a problem. I do call in Su-25 to take out at least one of them. Doing plenty of damage to another one. To maybe piss them off a little bit. But the main goal is to just peek or poke our commands small toe into that zone and neutralize it. But we didn't even get that far. Because our Cub kind of failed. It fired all 3 missiles there. There we go, with the MiG-29 coming in. With the 30mm Gatling. Takes out another Apache, and this last one is already kind of low on HP. So we move in the manpads. There we go, T80 BVK moving into the zone. And now we are going to be +5? Yep, +5. Look at that. But it's not going to last long. Because we need to get the hell out of here right now. There we go, manpads are in range. Are they going to save the day? Nope, looks like they're going to disappoint. Man, that was a big push. And there we go, we got him. That was a huge push. The only thing that survived is like 4 units. But hey, that was fun. Ooh, nice shot there, and a nice AT-gem hit. Are we gonna clap that M1A1? Yes sir, another M1A1 destroyed. So that was actually then quite a successful push. We do have a fresh T-80U in the back, moving up to engage this M1A1. But with that we are +5. And Georgie is basically just flanking this entire zone. There we go, T-80 BVs just charging forward here. Yeah, AT-gems are scary, you don't want to just push them that easily. Look at that, that's gonna do quite a bit of damage if it hits. Nope, never mind, 1 HP because it's dragons. And that's 18 AP versus 17 front armor. So it probably does a little bit more damage than 1. It's probably like 1.5 or something. Oh, BMP coming in, getting wrecked. But autocannons can actually damage tanks if you just get a side shot, so we have a BMP2 pulling a Fury and destroying an M1A1 HA Abrams. Just like that. And the Bradley gets taken out by the T-80. Really fun little match there. Command is dead over there. We are now +6 because we've controlled 3 of the 4 zones. One thing that I told Silver in this match as well is to just relax, not to panic, because he's really used to wargame where the time to kill is really low, meaning things die really fast. Whereas in this game it's a more drawn out battle. Look at that, Panzerjäger putting in some work. And if we just look in neutral mode, yeah, okay, there's still a lot of units there. Just taking it easy is definitely the way to go. Just like we did, we've built up for like 30 minutes. Done some small skirmishes, but our main push really happened quite late in the game, when we were confident that we could actually do some damage. And not to mention because we lacked recon infantry. As soon as we got this Snaperi Spetsnaz in here, that's when we could do some real damage. But that was it for this one. Let's go through our list here. Fishy leading the kills and losses. We only got 4,400 versus 3,300. Man, look at his KD. That is nuts. Fishy, really good player, by the way. Let's just go over the list of damage here. Yeah, T80UD doing a lot of damage. This one, damn. 1, 2, 3, 4 Abrams. That is going to go into the Hall of Fame on Discord for sure. And one other unit that did a ton of damage. Look at that, we actually countered their artillery. Beautiful, that actually worked out nicely. But this guy destroyed an M1A1 at close range with its autocannon, which is awesome. If you enjoyed it, please let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.